You know, I always find myself in situations like this, but somehow it always seems to work out. I wanted to renovate my entire house. I got the kitchen done, and luckily I had some help to finish the rest. Yeah, let's talk about it. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome again to my house. We are here, as I'm sure most of you remember, I am working on a renter-friendly DIY complete house renovation. I have many ideas and I wanted to complete the entire thing before my family came to visit. Well, they are here. But not to worry, because a lot was done and I completely transformed my kitchen from cutesy grandma-esque vibe to whimsical cottage deliciousness. And that's what we were looking for. So we are going to talk through the whole process. Let's get into the kitchen. The kitchen. And listen, I am truly sorry to anyone who fully enjoyed this color situation. The mint, the baby pink, the floral, very grandma chic, very nice. Unfortunately for you, it's just not my vibe, but fortunately for me, I got permission to change the whole thing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Started with the pink tile, tried to compromise, it was a no, and thought, you know what, let me just full send it. And I wanted something warmer, something that felt like me, so this corally orange tone, copper, whatever you wanna call it, very cozy, very Élise. And putting up these tiles was quite easy. However, I made sure to check my walls to make sure no damage would occur before I put everything up. I would suggest you do the same. Don't blame me. And I believe the whole process took about 5 hours across a few days, just because there were little intricate pieces here and there that I just didn't want to do. It took me some time. Also, say goodbye to this mint blue green. That was a phase in 2012. We've grown. Now look at this. Delicious mossy olive green. Oak moss from Sherwin-Williams. Green is my favorite color, so I am happy. Now we're keeping the white brick. Just leave it alone. But with this little pocket of space, can you spell the words breakfast nook? Yes! Yes, that's right. That's exactly what I built. And here is a brief montage of the process because I forgot to film going to the stores. IKEA was to get the best of shelves. Home Depot was to cut the plywood to the size of the best of shelves, get the 3-inch foam padding, and of course, the staple gun. And before we even get into all of that, I do want you guys to understand that I did replace the entire floor. I did! I use vinyl plank flooring from Home Depot as well, and believe it or not, this is not my first rodeo. I have replaced an entire floor before because I am just a little bit insane and I had to realize the vision. Also, I changed out the knobs from black to brass because come on. Now the DIY benches, very quickly, very easily, they call me Bob the Build Lease. The best of shelves, build them. Take your plywood, then your foam, cotton batting, I don't know what it's for, people just use them in the videos. Get some fabric, lay it all on top of each other like a s'mores, and staple gun it together. Easy peasy. And lastly came the entire styling process, the fun part. I lived on Facebook Marketplace for the entire time that I was doing this. I ate it, I slept it, I breathed it, I was it. And I found some great pieces. This antique handmade tilt top table, a kitchen hutch that was full of character, yes. And that was my goal, not necessarily to just fill up the space to fill it up, but to intentionally put things in there that felt like me. So the knickknacks, the flowers, the textures, the little details, it matters. It all matters. And this is what was created. It's warm, it's cozy, a little eclectic, very fun. It's somewhere that I want to be, and I think that's what's most important. Come into my kitchen. It's time for a walkthrough. Here we are. This is the first tile that was put down. Hey! There's only enough space. I wanted this kitchen to feel like who I am as a person. Warm. I wanted it to be nice. I wanted it to be jump. Anyway, this color complements each other in a way. At the beginning of the orange tile, this is where I started. This is where it all began. I got this thing from Facebook Marketplace. I wanted to place all of my random knickknacks and things and whatnot onto it. I obviously didn't want it to be an open portal to the soup, an open portal to many eggs and a turtle from Costa Rica. Okay, wait, stand there. There's only 2 seats that can be, the bed. We have our regular fridge, the cabinets. As you guys can see, I painted the whole place. The gold hardware, or actually it's more of like a brass rice. Okay. Green, orange, and cream. Green, orange, and purple is essentially the whole vibe for this place. I wanted the carpet to kind of match all the colors in here. It's just an open door. Didn't vibe with it, didn't vibe with it. So you can see all my laundry that isn't getting done. Nook. I wanted to bring in some cream aspects to lighten it up, brighten it up, and also because the countertops are a lighter wood. What do you call that? No, I'm trying to think of like my mugs, frying pan. This is a calcifer frying pan, and that's the end of the walkthrough. Honestly, this whole project so far has been a lot of fun. It's been difficult, but a lot of fun. But completing the entire kitchen within this challenge, okay, I'm gonna have to pause this. I wanted to set myself a challenge and then prove to myself that I could actually complete it, because sometimes I have issues with, I start really strong, especially with all of the projects that I start on social media, all the different types of videos that I want to do, all the ideas that I have. I always start strong, but then as time goes by, I kind of dwindle off, I forget about it, or it's doing so well that I psych myself out and I say, you know what? We don't need to keep doing this. It's too much pressure. And I was tired of that constant cycle, that constant loop, that habit. So instead of not completing the entire house, because I knew I was never going to be able to do the entire house, I made sure to just focus in on one room and try my absolute best to just get it done. And I did. Despite how laborious it was, despite how annoying it was to order things and have to wait for more things to come, and despite how tedious and time consuming, it allowed me to understand that I could actually set a goal for myself and see it through. Which means, since I've proven that to myself, we can add another series to the channel, which you guys will be finding out about very soon. So that's one room completely done, yes. But the house is definitely not finished, so let me show you what's been going on in here. So this house has an extremely long, slightly ominous hallway. And the second I saw it, I knew it had to be a gallery. I mean, come on. This is what it looked like before, and then I had professionals put up this deep red wallpaper. Glorious. They only did the top half, so I guess, I mean, how hard could the bottom half be, right? The answer is relatively hard, but I've never been one to not at least try. I don't know if this looks particularly difficult. I just pull it to the general length. I'm sure this is obviously more difficult if you're being very precise. However, I am not. And the reason I am not is because this is on the bottom half of the wall. No one's really looking to see if things are perfectly matched up or the exact same width or length or whatever. As long as it's straight is all that matters. These walls are like an old 1920s style, so they're very textured. Don't. No. Perfect. Don't do that. So I definitely thought this would be the easiest thing in the world. It's not, but also it's not that hard. I just have to use the right tool so that I don't have bubbles, because I mean, I don't want the bubbles. At the very least, no bubbles. So I'm going to continue to work on that. Now, for a very quick trip to Walmart, they have tons of picture frames, and they had the simplicity and the uniformness that I was looking for, because I've decided I am going to spray paint these gold. And don't be like me, remember to remove the glass panel that covers the actual photo before you start spray painting. I will finish these up in the next episode. So what is next? The bedroom. The plan is a bigger bed, still circular, green lime wash walls, and a different platform. The office, which also doubles as my music room. The living room is slowly coming together, and don't worry, I'm going to move that tree on the right. I still got to figure out my sliding ladder bookshelf record situation, so there's that. Also, my living room has so many amazing built-ins. This one is going to be just for all my camera stuff. And my 100K YouTube plaque. Let me flex a little. The bathroom, there's so much potential. Definitely got to figure that out. We have the outdoors. I'm going to be hosting soon, so my mom and sister helped me clear it up. And a whole other bonus room you guys don't even know anything about. Okay, well that's like the whole video. My family came and went, by the way. They helped me set everything else up. Lots more of this series to go. And we got 2 videos out in less than 30 days. So next we're gonna try to get this 3rd video out in 2 weeks. I think we can do, maybe? What do you think, Bryce? It's the way he's just facing away, but okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, the bell button. So much more fun things to come, and just a thank you. Thank you for 100K. I gotta make a video just about that. Oh my God. Anyway, see you soon.